Anyways, do I have anybody in chat who watches Joe Rogan? You used to watch Crowder? Oh, jeez. I don't know how though. Oh my goodness. I hate that guy. No, I used to a lot. All right, so we have some people who used to enjoy Rogan here. I'm not sure if anybody here enjoys Rogan today, but I do know 100% while people are like coming into their views like politically or into like watching online content, that a lot of people go through Rogan. He has the Joe Rogan podcast. I don't know what else he does. He has his podcast, and I know that he like fought at like some point in time in his life, and now he's like is the political chameleon who will like flip-flop any position that he has depending on who he's talking to in the moment. That's what I know about Rogan. Okay, that's what I know about Rogan most. I have never really enjoyed his content. That's just me. He's also a manlet. Don't be mean to him. My man may be built like a tater tot. That don't mean you gotta be like freaking mean. Chill. Goodness, with the freaking body shaming in chat. Who are you people? Not my chat. My goodness. Anyways, Rogan has been on a big kick recently when it comes to when it comes to COVID. He's been going around saying that you don't need the vaccine, drink some orange juice, take a jog, and then you won't have to care about it at all. He brings on people who like deny the COVID vaccine's effectiveness and how you can get it, and he's like adamantly against it. He's not like passively against it. He's like adamantly, heck this, I will never, this is terrible. I can't believe people want to be safe during a pandemic. This is incredible. I've never seen this in my entire life. He just says like crazy shit like that. Didn't he say that like getting a vaccine is gay or something? Or like that's for pussies? Is that what he said? Yeah, man. Freaking people who are coming out of chemotherapy and don't want to die from getting their shot, bro. That's such a pussy move. He's just like a dipshit. he's just a dumb boy. But that's okay. Joe Rogan isn't known for his brain. He's known for his haha funny interviews and his interesting takes on life, I guess, and the fact that he punched people 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure that's what he's remembered. Anyways, this brings us to today, where Ethan from Ethan Klein, H3H3, was talking about Rogan, all right? Now, Ethan has been getting bread pilled, all right? And I like it. Ethan has been on a big kick recently when it comes to getting into politics, being more culturally and politically aware when it comes to stuff. From knowing him, he's always had like a good heart, but he's had no like real direction. There's no direction. It's just kind of this amalgamation of like ideas that float around, and there's no structure really to them, right? But you can tell he comes from a good place. He's been spending time with Hassan, which I think's been pretty good for him. So he's been commenting on politics a little bit more. And so Rogan never fought anyone. He was a comic until he started commentating for UFC. Did he really never fight? Is that true? He did Taekwondo. Okay. He isn't a real fighter. Oh yeah, he does talk about how like one day he was a comedian. We should watch some old Joe Rogan stand up. I want to see how it goes, because I can't imagine this guy standing up at a mic and being like, let's tell some jokes. I can't imagine what that would be like. No, why not? His shtick is humping a stool. Oh, so he's like one of those one trick pony gimmick comics. You know, one mask, two masks, I'm Dr. Fauci, you know, like one of those things. He's just like that guy. This guy, Dr. Fauci. One bit, one joke. Yeah, Tim Brewer 0.5. Listen, Joe Rogan walked so Jim Brewer can run. Yeah, heck you, smash watermelon. Some great level stuff here. Ethan decided to pull a couple of not pull any punches when it comes to criticizing Joe Rogan and his takes on COVID. Now, I've seen him. I watch like H3H3 every now and again, and so I know that he's talked about Rogan before, especially when it comes to his Leftovers podcast with Hassan. They've spoken about Rogan before and his adamancy to not ever get the vaccine, and the fact that, if you didn't know this, like Joe Rogan recently canceled a show in Canada because they told him that he needed to get the vaccine. So instead of just like being an adult, he decided to piss and shit himself on his show and say that he's canceling the show because like communism or something. I don't know. It's been some high levels of cringe recently. And so Ethan popped off with this tweet yesterday at 4 a.m. Joe Rogan, who lives on elk meat, egg yolks, and human growth hormone with lungs full of tar, thinks he's healthier than everyone. This motherfucker is such a bitch that when he got COVID, he threw the kitchen sink at it. And if you're so healthy, just ride it out like you say a man should. This is, I do know a lot of these like gym heads, barbell head type MMA types people, and a lot of people think that these type of people are like super healthy. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this one thing. I don't know if we should be like putting on a pillar of like human health the people whose job it is to basically bash their head against a wall for 5 years and then like either retire because they can't do it anymore, because they've experienced physical and psychological damage from their occupation, or they retire before that to save themselves from like physical and psychological damage before that. Okay, I'm just not sure if these are the type of people necessarily we should take our health advice from, because their job is literally to kill themselves. I just got to tell you, a lot of people think if you just see muscle, this now means that you're necessarily healthy. I do have to tell you now, that's just not true. If these people were so healthy, you wouldn't be seeing the mortality rate that we do amongst these types of people. Okay, with the drug overdoses, with the heart attacks, with the liver failures, with all of the sort of shit that these people go through, there are better, healthier people who live a much more normal lifestyle that you should probably be like, oh, okay, that's right, that's really good. Rogan and people like him who do like fighting and contact sports and shit, no. I love a good boxing match as much as the next guy, but scientifically speaking, being bludgeoned like that is not good for your body. Yes, it will kill you. Wild stuff. But scientists have come out to say that bashing your brain against the inside of your skull for years on end is bad for you. Wild stuff, I know. Using your brain like a goddamn maraca isn't necessarily the best thing for your health and well-being. It is kind of true, because he was like, oh dude, just like write it out, you'll be fine. Like COVID's like almost nothing, bro. Don't worry about it. And then like as soon as he gets sick, he cancels shows. He has to throw the fucking kitchen sink at it. He's trying to do everything that he can to make sure that he doesn't get that he doesn't die. And he didn't die, which I never wished for his death. I thought it was a little funny that someone who always preaching about never get the COVID vaccine had to go to such extreme lengths to make sure that they didn't fucking die after they've said that there's no reason to take the vaccine. And more likely than not, with his massive followage, leading people to his death. Rogan's advice has led some people to their death. This is an inarguable fact. It just has. If you spread things like vaccine hesitancy, if you tell people that there's little to no reason to get the vaccine, you will lead to people dying. Those are facts that you're just going to have to live with, and if you don't believe it, you're cringe as fuck. Dude has caused so much vaccine hesitancy and misinformation, he doesn't even have the balls to stand by the shit he preaches. Now he's on his show talking about how fat people should just die of COVID. Dude is such a fucking piece of shit. Did he say that? Isn't Aaron Hernandez the guy who's like, wasn't he a football player? After he played football, his brain like literally just died. His brain like fucking rotted. Oh, my bad. He killed a few people before that happened. Ripperino Cappuccino on that one. Ripperino Cappuccino. He went wacky. Good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Once I don't keep up with that stuff. So it's so many concussions. It changed his personality and made him violent. Oh my gosh. Pillars of human health, guys. YouTube took down a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience on Monday for violating the platform's community guidelines, which forbids misinformation related to elections, COVID-19, and vaccines. Rogan's audience is now lashing out online, claiming unfair censorship. Boo fucking who. We can't lie about vaccines and rake in millions of dollars off of it like we want to. Boo hoo. How sad, bro. You can criticize the vaccines all you want. Just do it in a way that's factually accurate. The way in which he does it is not. Didn't he have that guy on who like pretended that he made the mRNA vaccine to say that what's his shit is like it has a spike protein, okay? Mr. Rogan, okay? Little did you know, many people don't know this, but I actually invented RNA. I invented RNA and the mRNA vaccine. And the mRNA vaccine has the spike protein, okay? And anybody who's ever watched Cowboy Bebop knows that the spike protein can do a number to your body, roundhouse kick to the heart. It can be really bad. Yet nobody's talking about this. Nobody will ever say this. Like he just says some dumb shit like that. No, I invented it. So true. You got the Spike Spiegel protein in there. It'll rock your shit, bro. 100%. See you, podcast cowboy. To dispute Rogan, who's embraced by conservative figures for questioning the COVID vaccine safety, and Klein, whose fan base is largely progressive, highlights how growing agitation over the pandemic in online circles is quickly turning into an all-out internet warfare. Okay, when they mean all-out internet warfare, they mean insane people who parrot lies by their favorite grifter daddy, and they get banned for trying to kill people with their misinformation and lies, and people who don't. That's the online warfare, okay? That's the online warfare that we're experiencing. And hey, listen, if you see someone spreading COVID misinformation, don't just be like, man, I can't believe this. Report them. Use the report button, okay? I love the report button. It's my favorite button in the entire world, all right? And Twitter makes it even more fun because when you report someone, you get a little notification saying that they got it. And then after they clap that person's cheeks, they send a little thank you and look what you did. Look what you did. You destroyed their account. You destroyed their life. And I can just imagine some piece of shit fucking conservative dipshit pissing and shitting and crying and thinking it's 1984. It's just like 1984. After they say that the COVID vaccine is going to turn you into a goddamn iguana and they get and they lose their account. Okay, there's nothing more that makes me happy when I'm listening to a podcast or something or listening to someone play like Super Auto Pets. I'm just busy just pogging out and just reporting tens, maybe even hundreds of right-wing accounts and just get their shit rocked. It's so good. It's mwah, bone apple teeth. It's so good. When Klein criticized Rogan's fringe medical stances on Tuesday, he was met with intense backlash from Rogan's fans. And weren't they really mad at him? They were like, oh, obese YouTuber criticizes super based MMA fighter for his life choices. How will you ever say that someone's doing something bad when you have belly? Nice one. So powerful, bro. They're really putting those conservative minds to work, you know? Really, they're pumping on all four cylinders 24/7. Oh no, what did Ethan post? Joe Rogan, who lectures people on health, is pumped full of hormones and steroids like farm cattle. What? Oh fuck.
Do you do any I feel like I've heard you talk about hormone stuff?
Yeah, I do hormone replacement therapy.
What type of things?
Rogan's on HRT. Rogan trans ally. Look at that. Thank you. Well, so based, Rogan.
I do hormone replacement therapy.
What type of things?
Testosterone and human growth hormone.
Trans Rogan. Hormone replacement? Yeah, Joanna Rogan drop in next year, boys. Is his testosterone levels not at like replacement levels? Why is he taking testosterone? How old is Rogan? Isn't he like late 30s, early 40s or something? That's you don't start like losing your testosterone that early. Does he have no testicles? Is he just not producing testosterone anymore? What do you mean? What are you talking about? He's like 50? Yeah, secret female to male icon, bro. Okay, there's some people, listen, there's some people who do really need like hormone supplements as they get older. Lots of people do, okay? I'm just saying, not everybody does. Not everybody does. Health expert conspiracy theorist. So this is the big brain conservative minds at work, where instead of you just being a little bit more educated or having a different point of view, instead of that, now it's either you're a conspiracy theorist or you're a health expert, which is just some insane shit, is because their brains are too small to contain any other shade of gray in between black and white. They just physically, a lot of them physically can't do it, okay? And this is, once again, another show of how these people physically just cannot think past two variables. You can still have good health advice, even if you're bigger, okay? For some people who talk a lot about health, I would imagine that you would know that you can gain weight by not necessarily having a bad lifestyle. A lot of medicines, especially depressive medicine, which Ethan is on, makes you just gain weight. And a lot of people have a slower metabolism, all right? And if they don't want to be pumped full of hormones 24/7, like Rogan is, which I think a lot of people really don't, I really think that, you know, we should understand that simply just being bigger doesn't mean that you're necessarily less healthy. And I got to tell you, once again, these like big dudes, not a lot of them live the healthiest lifestyle. They just don't, okay? What they do with their sleep, their workout schedules, like the amount of water that they drink, what they eat, it's just their bodies just aren't built for it. A lot of them break down when they get older, okay? So I know a lot of people, you don't go outside much, and so your only experience with like what a masculine man or like what a man should be is you playing God of War and watching WWE, and so you think that's like just what normal guys should look like or something. But I do have to tell you, there's more to life than that, okay? There's more to life than that. I must tell you. Wait, let's see. Perfectly normal and fit body for a 54-year-old, high rib cage plus deep belly fat associated with dense core musculature does that to a motherfucker. Yeah, it looks very healthy. Just make you look weird. It's a copy. It's pasta. Yeah, they got the copy pasta. As you can see, high rib cage and deep muscular fat proves that he has a very strong core. You just wouldn't understand, lefty. Wait, okay. We got that growth hormone gut going on, and that's fine. And once again, that's fine. Oh yeah, and they always use this picture of Rogan. What was this like? This was like 10, 15 years ago, right? My man does not look like this right now. Chunky Rogan. Ethan, what are you saying? Ethan's going crazy on the timeline, man. Joe Rogan, a steroid pinata whose gut is so swollen from HGH, lectures people on health. Damn. Okay, this is the one that I liked. I think this one's based, okay? This one's funny. You say that I'm unhealthy, yet Joe Rogan, adjusted for outfit, has the same body as me. Interesting. Well, you want to talk about conspiracy, okay? You want to talk about conspiracy, boys. As you see, simply adjusted for the outfit, anybody can know. These two people really aren't that far apart. If Ethan did like 2 months at the gym steady, he'd look literally just like Rogan. Everybody knows this. What the fuck are you saying? Honestly, right now, I'm pretty sure Ethan looks more healthy than Rogan. You know, look at that. Look at the sense of style that he's got going on. Holy shit. Yeah, the fupa arc. He has like an inverted fupa. You know what I mean? It's like high up instead of like down low. You know, he does have an inverted fupa. Wait, what's going on? What have you sent me? Well, thank you. Thank you. The piñata, the hormone piñata. And listen, I don't like to body shame people too much, you know? It can be a little mean, a little disrespectful for no reason. You know, we can be nice, we can be normal. I just think I think that we should just think for a second, okay? We can pause and think. Joe Rogan is bad when it comes to COVID. Someone simply having a different take than you on COVID doesn't mean that they're now like a health expert. You don't have to be a health expert to know that like taking some Tylenol when you have a cough is a good thing for you. All right, you don't need to be a health expert to realize that like eating a salad like once in a while is good for you. All right, you don't have to be a health expert to tell someone that they need to drink water. Okay, I'm sorry, like when people redeem the drink water thing on Twitch, that's not them expressing their savvy in being like a health expert. That's them just having normal common ideas about how to take care of your health that literally everybody should know. Instead of this being like taking like a headache medicine or taking like Pepto-Bismol or something, which basically it's analogous to the COVID vaccine. Not exactly, but it's analogous. Like this doesn't take to be you don't need to be a health expert, okay? And I just think it's really telling that this simple level of knowledge is so incredibly foreign to these people that they are so devoid of any sort of like good health ideas in regards to COVID in their brain. They think that an average person just saying get the COVID vaccine is now like somewhere in the ballpark of health expert or something. It's just ridiculous. It's stupid. It's stupid. This doesn't need to be this way. It's unfortunate that this had to be so like politicized for literally no reason. But I guess this is where we are today. Saying drink water doesn't show that we have a medical license. Yeah, true. Listen, nobody should tell me to drink water until they show me their medical license. All right, chill. You looking like a chicken. Yeah, listen, I'm no health expert, but I'm pretty sure being stabbed is bad for your health. Okay, I am going to flex that. Don't get stabbed. Don't get shot. Have a decent posture. Drink water. Stand every now and again. Don't get sick. Don't eat copious amounts of salt. Oh no, I can't wait. I can't wait for Twitch to take me down for I can't wait for Twitch to take me down for the medical advice that I'm giving. Walk sometime. Yeah, okay, Dr. Shark. Okay, I didn't know I was I didn't know that I was in the fucking MD's office. Oh, okay. Okay, Dr. Shark. What next? Are you gonna tell me about my heart transplant? Mr. Health Expert. Goofball. That's what you are. A goofball. So living in Britain is bad for your health? This is not debatable. The answer is yes. Undeniably yes. Water. Water. First, you can't say the C slur. Next, talking about salt is a bannable offense. Truly, this is like literally 1984. I've read the book.